Hi Jilly and other lovely viewers as well. Happy almost Christmas time! So I'm sitting here thinking this morning with all my free time on this lovely Christmas Eve that I wanted to make a video, but I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to make a video about. And then Allie from Allie Reads Books uploaded the Winter Wonderland Book Tag, and I was like, thank you Allie, because now I'm going to do this. But you should go watch hers. You should watch all her videos anyway. First, which book have you read that is so happy and sweet that it just warms your heart? And I'm going to have to say, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Now, I know that not everything is happy in Harry's life, but come on. If you're a Harry Potter fanatic, when you go back and read this book, I know you tear up at like sentences that have nothing to do with anything because it just makes you happy. It's the first Harry Potter, and to go back and be reading it for the first time. Tear. Number 2, what is your favorite book with a white cover? I guess this is like snow. This is how it relates to winter. But anyways, I'm going to say Good Omens. It is by Neil Gaiman and Terry Pratchett, and it is so funny. Like, it's got the quirkiness of Terry Pratchett, like what are words, reined in by Neil Gaiman, and there's like footnotes. I am a sucker for footnotes. I don't know why I like comical footnotes, and this book is so funny. It's like the apocalypse and the Antichrist, but like in a funny way. I have a sub-story about this book, which is that it's the first book I ever gave Adam, but maybe I'll tell that story later in the week. But anyways, Good Omens. From now on, the tags sort of ask questions as if I am in a mythical and mystical place. So the next one is something like, if you were sitting in a comfy chair wearing a onesie and sipping hot cocoa, but what monster book would you be reading? Monster book. And I was like, does this mean a scary book or a really big book? But Allie used a really big book, so I'm guessing a really big book. And this is the literal big book I'm trying to tackle right now. And Lena had talked about it on her page. This is by J.J. Abrams and another author, which if I was a good person I would have told you, but I can't just look at the book because it's supposed to be like an old book. You can tell it looks old, and it's got even like the little fake library sticker and everything like that. But to read it, it's got like the real book, but then it also has this writing on the side, which are two people passing the book back and forth. And then there's like other stuff inside of it, like little newspaper clippings and copies of things. So you have to follow the real book story, which has got some things to do with the author and the translator, and then you have to follow the two people that are talking back and forth, and then the people that they're talking about outside of their world, plus the stuff that's going, the articles. Like, I read for 2 hours yesterday, and that's as far as I got. It's gonna take my whole life, but it's so fascinating, like the whole concept of it. I'm so into it. But tell me if you've heard about this, and go watch Lena's video about this. I will link her channel, Just Kiss My Frog, so you can see that. But it's just such a neat concept. I'm speeding through it so I can get through the rest of this tag, but it's really, really cool. Next, say it started snowing. Which fictional literary character would you want to have a snowball fight with? Allie said the whole Weasley family, so obviously she cheated by taking the right answer. Does Jake Gyllenhaal count as a fictional character? Oh, I'm gonna say I want to have a snowball fight with September and Saturday and A through L, because wouldn't you want to have a snowball fight that also includes a wyvern? Have you read this book yet? The next question is kind of harsh, kids. It's talking about if my hypothetical fictional fire started to go out, which books would I tear the last chapters out of to burn in the fire and get my fire going again? And that's pretty harsh. But I'm gonna say the second of the Matched series, because I was struggling and I couldn't get through it, and I had to give up on that whole series. Like, the first book was okay, and then I couldn't get into it. It's not for me. And the very last question, which book is so close to your heart that if you wanted to gift it to someone for Christmas who wasn't really a reader but wanted to get into reading, what would you choose? Of course the Harry Potter series. Like, literally that is how I got Adam into reading books, as he read the whole Harry Potter series and he was like, yeah! But a second choice, because Harry Potter is too easy of an answer, obviously everyone would love it, but my second choice is Neverwhere. This is my second Neil Gaiman book that I have in here, but this was actually the first Neil Gaiman book I ever read, and it just, oh, I love it. If you have not read any Neil Gaiman at all, I would recommend that you start with Neverwhere, because I think it is really representative of the way he writes, and it's a really, really cool story, and I think you will love it. I highly recommend. So I hope you guys have really happy holidays, and stay warm, get all snuggled up with your hot cocoa. Unless you're one of my Australian viewers, in which case you're probably already really warm. But Jilly and other lovely viewers as well, I will talk to you later.